Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This round I have some current and last gen video game pickups to share with you guys. I got a couple of brand new games here, games that just recently were released, so that should date this video to the end of September, beginning of October, so you'll kind of have an idea of when I bought this stuff. Now, the first game that I'm going to show you guys is actually a Japanese game. But before I show you guys any games, I just want to apologize. I'm just getting over a cold, so if I sound stuffy or mumbly, even more so than I usually do, just chalk it up to the cold. Um, so yeah, to start out with these games, the first one I want to show you guys is this puzzle game for the DS. It's I don't know the exact game, but I think basically what it is, it's part of the Atomania series on the DS. This specific one is Sloan and Mikhail's Mysterious Stories. It says it's a puzzle game based on a book of lateral thinking puzzles co-authored by Paul Sloan and Des McHale. And this one here, as you might be able to tell by the logo there, is a level 5 game, and you even have God, what's his name, Professor Layton over there. And I thought, you know what, $5. This game was just $5 at Game Mania, so I went ahead and picked that up. It's just a simple puzzle game, so I thought there really shouldn't be a language barrier or anything like that. So, you know what, $5, I'll go for it. Next up, I went to the Salvation Army that I usually go to, and I had just gone to the Valley Village that I usually go to that day, found absolutely nothing, like less than nothing really. I didn't even find signs that video games had even been there. Um, well, other than Castlevania for the N64, the shitty one, not the better one. Um, for $20, just loose card. I'm like, that's crazy, and it was actually there a couple days later when I went again. But anyways, I went to the Salvation Army I usually go to, and I found this game here, Resident Evil Archives Resident Evil, for the Wii. It's just the first Resident Evil game remade for the Wii. And I thought I had this and I was just going to trade it, but it turns out I don't have it, so I'm definitely going to keep it in my collection. And it was only $3.99. It was kind of weird too because they had a sticker on the side down here that said $5.99 and two stickers across the front that said $3.99. So I'm like, is it $3.99 or $5.99? And the girl at the counter was like, $3.99 is fine, so I got it. The next two games, I actually got them uh, the same time at the same Valley Village. They're both Xbox 360 games, and on that particular day, um, at that Valley Village, they had pretty much an entire shelf, just like the one shelf, filled with Xbox 360 games, and they were all like decent titles for the Xbox 360, and there were a lot of games there that I would have purchased, but for $5 each, I think maybe eventually he'll be able to find them for less. So I didn't really bother. A couple of the other titles that I was sort of interested in were Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2, and I feel like there was another game there. I think like the 2K Essentials collection or something like that. But $5 each on those. I thought, you know what, I'll wait and see. But these two, the one I probably could have left it behind as well. It's Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns, and that was complete. And I mean, I don't know how the DLC works exactly for this. If I'm still able to use this, or because somebody else used it, it's not something that I can use. I don't really know, but it does include the Cloud Stripe Soldier First Class Uniform and Buster Sword DLC, so that's something. And there's the game itself. It is just upside down. in there. But yeah, that was $4.99. And also for $4.99, this one was the one that was more interesting to me, just because I didn't know it actually existed. It's Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the 360, and as you can see, it does say. Sorry, really had to cough there. It does say Xbox 360 on it. It's also a Platinum Hits game, and I know that it was on the Xbox 360. Um, God, what's it called? Like the store, Live Arcade or whatever it is. Um, it was available on the store to download. It was on the original Xbox. You could play it on your Xbox 360. I think it was one of the backwards compatible titles. But I had no idea they actually released a 360 version of it as well, like a physical disc copy. And it came with like this just leaflet that tells you where to find the manual. And the map poster that's in all Grand Theft Auto games. And yep, there's the disc for it. All these were in pretty near perfect condition. Like there are no scratches of any kind on there. But yeah, if you guys know anything more about this, like when it came out, because like I'm trying to figure out when this would have come out, and either I'm just sort of skipping it over, but I'm not seeing any sort of years on this other than 2000 to 2004. And I know that the game, start of the game came out in 2004 originally, but this definitely did come out on the 360 in 2004. Now moving on to the brand new stuff. This is stuff that just recently came out. I'll try to be more quick about the stories behind these because there really aren't that many stories pertaining to these particular items, but I'll just share how I came across these items. So basically, with this first game, I went to a store to trade in a bunch of doubles that I had, intending to get the Persona Dancing All Night Disco Fever edition that ended up costing $100, and I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was like $69.99 or $80 or something less than $100. I think it's ridiculous that it's $100. But I couldn't get enough credit, and I definitely didn't have the cash to justify spending $100 on that. So instead, I thought, you know what? This game here also just recently came out, so I'll go ahead and grab this. It's Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. I have been playing this somewhat over the last few days. I really, really enjoy this, but I feel like they just took another game idea and skinned it with Animal Crossing stuff just to make it sell. And the thing about this is that it came with there was a bundle pack that came with the NFC reader accessory for the old 3DS, so that you could use Amiibo stuff on the old 3DS. But they didn't have any at that store. So what I ended up doing instead was getting the game itself and 2 packs of the cards. And this store already marked their cards up to $10 per pack, which was kind of crazy, but honestly, all the smaller stores that are selling these right now are selling them at $10, with only 1 or 2 selling them at regular retail price. And I'm not going to mention them just in case other people go looking for them, because they don't have them anymore. They also sold out. But yeah, I got the game there, and the card that I got included in here was Isabelle. Now, when I went to another store looking for the cards, some random person overheard that I was talking about this game, and they're like, "Oh, you got this game? What card did you get inside yours?" And I'm like, "Well, I got Isabelle. It's card number 1, I just assumed that this was the card that everybody got. But apparently, some people got different cards. Um, I don't know. I just saw Isabel on the front. I assume Isabel's the card that you get, but it's apparently completely random. Correct me if I'm wrong, but according to those people, they got other cards in theirs. But yeah, I ended up getting 2 packs of cards with it, and then one of the EB games that I typically go to, where I pre-order a lot of stuff from, actually got a second shipment of the cards already, and I bought 2 more packs. They actually had 3 packs left, and the guy told me that like he knows it's fine. Like I'm not gonna go ahead and resell something brand new like this. I'm buying them to actually use them, which I am. Um, and luckily, so far, I've only gotten 1 double of all these cards. But basically, I got 2 more packs, and I left 1 behind just so that if somebody else came by them, they'd be able to buy at least 1 pack of them. But yeah, now I have 4 packs of the cards. And I have opened them up, it's just I have nowhere to put them right now, so I'm just leaving them in the packs. The next game that I got, I had this pre-ordered, but I entirely forgot when this game was supposed to come out. I could have sworn that it was supposed to come out in December, but apparently it was beginning of October, I believe. Um, yeah, beginning of October. Sorry, just since I got sick, I'm kind of even more hazy as to like what day it is. Um, so, anyways, right when I got sick, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be sick. I might as well go buy this game. So I went ahead to the store and picked it up. Surprisingly, though, they had this game still listed at $39.99, which was the old standard price for Vita games. But over the last few months, well, over the last year, Vita games have gone up to $49.99, and some have even been $59.99 for just standard editions. And this one here is just like the first shipment release of this game, so it's nothing too special. It is Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax, and this one here came with a bonus edition soundtrack CD. I don't know why it was so hard to say that. Basically, it's just a fighting game where you get characters from a whole bunch of different series. The ones that interested me were The Devil's a Part-Timer, Sword Art Online. What else is in here? I don't remember what else right now. But there were a couple that I was like really unaware of, and a couple that I do know about, but just haven't had any interest in them yet. Um, but yeah, it's an enjoyable game. It's not amazing, but it's also not that hard. So it still sort of holds my attention and doesn't just make me get very angry at it like certain other fighting games that really ramp up the difficulty pretty fast. Um, but yeah, I got that. And then another game that I completely forgot that was supposed to be even coming out, and the only reason why I ended up getting it is because I got my tax return in the mail the other day while I was sick in bed, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead buy this anyways. It's Chibi-Robo Ziplash, and this one here comes with the Chibi-Robo amiibo as well. I might as well just open this up and show you guys what everything looks like. It's literally just an amiibo in a box with the game in the back. There's the box for the amiibo. I'm definitely going to take that out of the box. And the game is in the back there for those of you that don't know. This particular Chibi-Robo game, actually, I don't think I've ever played the one on the GameCube. And the one on the DS, I haven't, but I've never actually played it yet, so I don't know either. But it's a side-scrolling kind of action platformer. It looked pretty fun, and I'm like, hey, it's a 3DS game with like some kind of a bundle deal going on. So I thought, you know what, I'll go for it. It was $49.99. It came with the amiibo. Since amiibos are $15.99 now, that's about $18 with tax. To pay in total, I paid $56 including tax on this. So 56 minus 18, and I really can't do math. Whatever, it's less than you would typically pay for an amiibo and a game on their own separately. So I thought, you know what, I'll go for it. But yeah, that's Chibi-Robo Ziplash. So I got 3 brand new games for the collection, a handful of last gen games as well. Pretty much all the U games I got are handheld games, as I don't really have any current gen consoles other than the Wii U, and there haven't really been many Wii U games lately that I have been going out to purchase. Anyways, 16 minutes now on this video. Anything else, just let me know in the comment section below. Facebook, Twitter, website, they're all linked in the description below. And I'm coughing like a crazy person, so just end it here. See ya.